Hello everyone and welcome to an episode of STEM School Studio where we teach you about things related to STEM. And let's get started. First of all, do you know what these two things are? That's right, it's the sperm cell and the egg cell. And this is where all human life begins. This too comes from the reproductive system, which consists of two types, the male reproductive system and the female reproductive system. And you may ask, what are these? Well, the reproductive system is a body system made up of specialized organs that develop reproductive cells and support the process of creating new human life.
The male reproductive system is responsible for producing, storing, and delivering sperm cells, as well as producing fluids that protect and nourish them. It begins with the testes, which produces sperm cells and male hormones. The sperm then move to the epididymis for maturation and storage before traveling through the vas deferens. Along the way, fluids from the seminal vesicle, prostate gland, and Cowper's gland are added to form semen. Semen passes through the urethra and exits the body through the penis, the main external organ of the male reproductive system. The scrotum holds the testes and helps regulate temperature for proper sperm production.
And now let's talk about the female reproductive system. The female reproductive system is responsible for producing eggs, facilitating fertilization, supporting pregnancy, and enabling childbirth. It begins in producing or maturing a new batch of follicles which occurs in the ovary. After a few days, one follicle will become dominant, growing larger and mature than others which then degenerate. A surge in of luteinizing hormone causes the dominant follicle to rupture, releasing it to the fallopian tube that will carry it to the uterus. We also have what we call the cervix that separate the uterus and vagina. It is the lower narrow part of the uterus that acts as a gateway between vagina and uterus. It is also responsible for holding the fetus during pregnancy and dilates during birth to allow the fetus to leave the uterus. Lastly is vagina. It extends from the cervix to the external environment, also provide a passageway for the sperm and menstrual flow, and function as the birth canal.
Now that we have discussed the reproductive organs and their parts of both male and female, let's dig deeper onto how it helps in developing the human body during puberty. But first, we have to understand what is hormones. Hormones are chemical messengers in the body that regulate growth, development, and reproduction. Let's start off with the male reproductive hormones, which play an important role in male growth, development, and reproduction. Testosterone is produced in the testes and the main male sex hormone, responsible for male secondary sex characteristics such as deeper voice, facial hair, and muscle development. The follicle-stimulating hormone, produced by the pituitary gland. This stimulates sperm production in the testes and works together with testosterone, the luteinizing hormone, produced also by the pituitary gland, stimulates the testes to produce testosterone and plays an important role in male fertility. After discussing the male sex hormone, let's move on to the female sex hormones, which control processes such as ovulation and menstruation. First is estrogen, responsible for the development of female characteristics and helps thicken the uterine lining. Progesterone prepares and maintains the uterus for pregnancy and increases after ovulation. Follicle-stimulating hormone stimulates eggs development in the ovaries, while luteinizing hormone triggers ovulation.